right, folks, today we're going to do a video to try and get Dodge and Stellantis' attention and solve a problem for a subscriber who spent a fortune, 6 figures on a Dodge Demon 170, only to have the engine lock up after 815 miles. He's been now waiting for almost 6 months for an engine, and the answers he gets when he says, where is the engine? Where is my warranty work? When is this going to be resolved? Is we don't even know. We have no good answer for you. And I told him today I would let him have my platform to share with all of you so we can collectively scream from the mountaintops to try to help solve this man's problem. Because for all of you out there who have been denying that these Demon 170s have issues, screaming that it's just us trying to devalue these cars, I'm going to share with you from the man's mouth directly who's going through this, that this is a real thing when somebody decides to actually drive their car. I want you all to put yourself in his shoes, that you spent all this money on a car and you went through the joy and happiness of getting the car only to have the car completely break. Now that's not the end of the world, because heck, it's under warranty, only to be given the runaround in getting a new motor. So let's go ahead and get him on the phone and have him tell his story and see if we can't help resolve his problem with a little video from a third-rate YouTuber. And I'm sure you will see TK and Butter do similar videos, and that's the hope, is to try to help solve this man's problem. So let's go ahead and give him a call.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Mike, it's Brad. How's it going?
Good, Brad. How you doing?
Great, great. Sorry about what you're going through.
Oh, this gets even worse. I just called the dealership, okay, and where the car here's what happened was when the car blew
real quick,
up,
you're on camera, yep. So I just want to let you know we're doing the video. So definitely tell me the story. I want to hear it. Go for it.
All right. So I've been dealing with Ray Dodge here in Fox Lake, Illinois. Great people, great guys. I bought 2 Hellcats from them in 2023. Last calls. They didn't do any markup on both of them. They're really good people. Wow. So what happened was, when the Demon had the problem, I originally thought that it was just an issue with the computer because the car just shut off. I just pulled to the stop sign and the thing died out. I'm like, well, that's weird. And just so everybody knows, I'm a mechanic myself, 40 years. Wow. So I ended up taking it to Ray over there in Fox Lake. They called me on the phone and said, hey, Mike, you better come down here. They wouldn't tell me over the phone that the engine locked up. So I get down there. He told me what happened. At first, he blamed it on the fuel and said it was the E85. Then, a month later, he admitted to me that the end gap, or the rings were not gapped right, and that's why the engine locked up. I'm like, okay. So he goes, look, we ordered you an engine. Dodge is going to, or Stellantis, Chrysler's going to cover it. He goes, we'll get you a new motor, but you're not going to get it till February. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know, I get it. It's wintertime. It's cold here. I can wait. So they towed it back to my garage.
And that's back in September.
That's back in September of 24.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. And let me tell you, I paid $70,000 over sticker. I gave up I had 2 brand new Hellcats that I gave up to get this. I'm not $1 million guy, but for me, this was feasible to get the car. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, 80 grand, I give up or 20 grand difference, and I give up my 2 cars. I'm going to do it. Yep. So now February comes, and I call this guy Collins. They got a guy in there. He knows all the Vipers, and he's like their lead guy. So he goes, Mike, he's like, I'm really sorry. He goes, no engine yet. He goes, call me back in a month. I'm like, a month? So all right, I call back in a month. So now I get a little perturbed in a month, and they said no engine yet. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? He goes, they canceled your order. I'm like, what? Wow. What do you mean they canceled? Yeah, I'm like, whoa, what do you mean they canceled my order? He goes, well, we reordered it. He goes, well, call us back in another month. So I call back in another month, and I'm like, okay, what's going on now? Well, we don't know. What do you mean? He goes, well, we can't even give you a date. We don't know if that motor's going to come in June, July. We have no idea. He goes, wow. They're not telling us nothing. So I tried getting a hold of Stellantis, sent them numerous emails, made phone calls. No one has called me at all. No one's got back to me. Then I just called the dealership just as you called, and I said, hey, is Collins there, blah, blah, blah. Now I find out he's not there anymore, and nobody knows nothing about my engine.
Wow. So he's gone. He doesn't even work there anymore.
Nope. And I'm like, they won't even tell me where he's at.
Wow. That's insane. And you only had 815 miles on that car.
815 miles. The car's like brand new.
Never
drag raced it. Nope. I waited until, I did put some E85 in it at about 700 miles.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
I put E85 in it. Yep. I put E85 in it. Then I put gas in it, and I put E85 in it. And that's it. I played with the car a little bit. I'm not going to say I didn't, but I didn't drag race it or nothing like that.
Yep.
I also have a Hellcat. I drive my Hellcat all the time. It runs fine. But this car here is, I'm just not very happy. At $200,000 sitting in my garage, 815 miles on it, and the motor's locked up, and nobody's calling me.
That's just insane. And I would have never imagined. So Racer X you saw his. It took him like a month and a half or 2 months or something, but they got the car back relatively fast. And a lot of speculation was, well, he was a YouTuber, so they did it. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why don't they have engines? I mean, they have to honor warranty period. And I would say at this point, you could lemon law the car and get all your money back and disgorge the profit from the dealership. I'm sure. I'm not an attorney, but then you don't have your Demon 170, and I would imagine within a month they would have a new engine in it and have it for sale with a huge markup back on their dealership. So I just wonder what's holding up the engine, because how could they not have the engines? That's nuts.
Right, and that's what I don't get. And here's the part that really winds me up. I've had Chargers and Challengers and Cudas and Roadrunners, and I'm an old Dodge guy. I gave up all my cars too to get these. Yeah. But now it's not a number matching car anymore.
Right.
That I paid $200,000 for a car with a blown engine that's not going to be numbered. Because I asked Racer X, and I said, what did they do about your serial numbers? He goes, there's none on there. He goes, it doesn't match anymore.
Yeah, and no matter how you cut it, I have a friend who blew a motor in his Lamborghini Huracan, and he got a STO motor. It's an upgraded motor. His car is worth $40,000 less. I mean, it's, who wants a car that's been through, who wants a car that's been through all that, right? So, hang on, my alarm thing's going off here while I'm stopped. Who wants a car that's been through an engine change? And it's a slight stigmatism. So it definitely takes the wind out of the sails. So that's why part of it is, you could easily, I'm sure, lemon law that thing and run it back down their throat. So at the very least, have an attorney fire a letter off that, if I don't get an engine in 30 days, you all are going to be buying this car back. Because I'll tell you right now, that dealership's sitting on probably not the best sales they've ever had, probably not the best profitability they've ever had, and to have to cut you back a check for the markup part, and the manufacturer cuts you back a check for the car, or the dealer might have to do it, and they have to deal with the dealer or the manufacturer. But nonetheless, that $70,000 is going to be coming out of them, and that would not feel good. So that could motivate them.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, you're right. And somebody's got to do something. And I actually bought this car in Georgia. I don't know if I should name the dealer I bought it from, but I found it through Facebook, and that's where I got it.
Yeah.
And they know about this too. I called them about two and a half months ago. Now that dealership, when they sold me this car, gave me in paperwork a lifetime warranty on that engine. They said, "Oh, you'll never have a problem with it." So when this happened, and I started dealing with the dealer over here, I called those guys up. It was Woody Forsum Chrysler in Georgia. I'm not saying the name right. FOLSOM. And so I called them, told them what's going on. They're like, "Oh, we're a big dealership. We're going to take care of you." I said, "Okay, great." Called them back a month later. They're like, "We can't get you an engine."
Oh my God. Oh, that's just insane. I mean,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Well, my hope is, I'll get my video up, and then I'm sure TK and Butter will talk about it as well, and I'll nudge them to give you a call too, and we can get some attention at least on this to maybe get them to give you the same respect they'd give somebody with a platform, and see if you can get that thing resolved. I think one threat I would give to the dealership you bought it from is, the last thing I want to do is to lemon law this thing and make you guys pay me back every penny plus damages. 6 months without the usage of the car. I mean, all this stuff could add up significantly, and that they might want to get on the phone and make this the #1 priority in their existence for the next few days to get an engine delivered to that dealership, because there's no possible way I could be convinced, unless there's so many of these things blowing up out there that they're running out of engines, which I just can't imagine that, since so many are bubble wrapped in garages, that there's just no excuse for this happening this long.
And you're absolutely right. But here, as a mechanic too, I think kind of my worry is, and after watching all your guys' videos and finding out about the harmonic balancers coming loose and the missing cam bearing or rod bearings and all the stuff that's happening, what are they going to give me? I mean, are they going to give me the same motor, or did they fix the problem? And are they going to give me something that's not right? I mean, the motor that they have in their gray car that they raced, apparently that seems to run good. But I don't want, how can I say it, something cheap. I want it right. I mean, I want the car. I love the car. So, to me, it's the best thing I've ever seen, and they did a great job, that part. But I'm scared now about the motor. That's the problem.
Yeah, and there's a cost to that. I mean, there's an emotional cost to that. You got to live with it. You get it back, and then it's like Racer X when he was taking his back out on the track the next time. He's like praying, I hope this thing goes well. And every day that you drive that car, you've got to wonder if it's going to happen again. And that's what I've been trying to get across to everybody, TK, Butter, and I, is like, we were not wishing ill on this car. We want, we want that to be the greatest success Dodge has ever had. I mean, we wished a little ill will on the electric cars, but we did not wish any ill on that Demon 170, to the extent that all of us bought one. And when I started seeing the articles in the forums coming out, it terrified me, because I just can't afford to take that kind of loss and have a car sitting in my garage for months and blowing up. I mean, it's just insane. And to think that you're going through that, when I had my yellow Gallardo, Lamborghini was down for like 3 months. It was just torturous, because you're paying for something and you have something that now you can't even use. So no, there's more to it. Certainly you get the car back, there's no guarantee you're not going to be back there a month later. That's the problem.
Right, and even if I got a phone call from Tim Kaniskis or whoever the new CEO is over there, said, hey Mike, we know about your problem, we know we have a problem with this car, we know we have a problem with the engine, if you can just wait, we're building a better motor, we're going to extend your warranty, and we're going to take care of you. I can't even get that out of them. Well, all I get is no motor. Well,
I think after this video goes out, after Butter gets involved, and for sure, and TK, I will bet you that today's Thursday, that in rapid fashion you're going to hear from somebody pretty high up. And it's not me flexing, it's just we've got those connections, and at the very least we could put this on their radar that you can't put a customer through this. You just can't. A company that large, think about the time it would take to just have built you one. So if the order went in, build me one, they could go mine the steel. They could go melt build the thing from nothing, from scratch, from thin air. It wouldn't take them this long. So there's no excuse. So I think that McAleer, the CEO, and a lot of folks there will start getting these videos sent to them. And I mean this without, bullying at all to those guys. They just probably don't know. And once they know, hopefully they circle the wagons and get you your damn engine and get you back on the road. And then we will all pray that engine lasts you forever, and that dealer honors that lifetime warranty, because these cars are meant to be driven and had. And you know what I love is you were driving it. You were enjoying it.
Yeah, yeah, I did not. My car does not sit in the garage. And I even told the guys at Mopar Performance when I talked to them, I said, you know, guys, I bought my car to drive. I didn't buy it to sit on the shelf. I'm going to turn the key. I'm going to take it down the road, and I'm going to go have fun.
Yep.
And that's what I bought. I take it to car shows. I'm always out there playing with it. I'm proud of it, but not right now. But I'm proud of that car. I'm proud to say, hey, I'm driving a bad boy Demon, and this is a cool car.
Yep.
But right now, I got my neighbor. He's got the new Corvette in the garage, and he's giving me, hey, Mike, you get your car running yet? You know, I'm like, don't worry about it, Al. We'll get it. You know, so it's that kind of thing now. So now I'm getting, you know, a little beat up on this deal.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, your buddies can be the worst, right? I got a Chevy. How's your Dodge doing in the garage?
That's right. I told him, I said, once I get that car running, you better watch out, man.
Yeah, she looks good. She's a great decoration. And that sucks, dude. Oh, man, I feel for you, brother. My God. Well, I mean, you think about the amount of money you spent. I mean, you bought 2 Hellcats. You've been with Mopar your whole life. You love it. I mean, you know, you're probably $1 million you spent with these guys, and you get the can kicked down the road on you, and it's not acceptable.
No, it's not. And I kept quiet, you know, for the 4 months, I knew the Dodge dealer was doing me right. I didn't say a word. I'm like, okay, I understand, I get it. But when we got to the 4-month mark and there's no motor, and then another month, and then another month, and now they're saying we don't know.
Yeah.
And then when my order got canceled, that was even worse. And then they had to put it back in.
Yep.
So
I think what's worse than our buddies messing with us is, in my life, it would be my wife every day asking me when the car is going to get fixed. I would rather jump off a bridge with no helmet into concrete than have to hear that.
My wife's good about that. She knows. She doesn't push that button with me. But I got the Hellcat. I drive that for right now, but it's still not the same. And you know, it's not like driving that Demon around. And
no, it is a spectacular car. If they can, I mean, think about this. You know, I'm fine with. I don't expect anything or anybody to be perfect. Car breaks fine. It's under warranty. That's why I always buy new cars. It's just I don't like the stress of, you know, sourcing parts and fixing cars myself or paying all that money. So you get a warranty, and then it's 6 months, and then they tell you we don't even know when that's going to happen. You could be sitting here in December for an engine, and I don't know how you keep your cool on that one.
I gotta say this. I built some Challengers and '69 Chargers, and my wife knows I put them all together in the garage, and they run great. We go out and have a good time. I've never broke down in any of my 1970s or 60s cars ever. I get this brand new Demon with 800 miles on it. I'm on the side of the road, and you know the worst part? When I wouldn't leave the car, I sat there with it for 4 hours till like 12 o'clock at night. So I told my wife, I said, I guess I'm going to have to tow the car. So I called the towing company. I went to my house to grab my computer just to see if it was a computer problem. I didn't know that the engine had locked up at that point. When I left, a truck came by, and you wouldn't believe, a rock flew up and hit the top of the fender. That's aggravating me even more than the motor.
God, get kicked while you're down.
Oh my God, I was so upset about that.
That's insane.
Now I gotta fix that. Yep.
That sucks, man. Well,
yeah.
Well, I'll get this video up today, and I'll get Butter to reach out to you too, and TK, and we'll get a couple more. And you know, look, I'm gonna give Dodge the benefit of the doubt that McAleer and some of those guys don't have no clue, and that once they do have a clue, that hopefully they will source an engine and get that engine delivered in short order and get you back on the road, and we can have a follow-up video where you get to share with everybody how the car's back alive and well again. So,
you know what, Brad, that would be great, and thanks to you guys for doing this. It's really awesome, and I've watched many of your videos. You guys do a great job, and I subscribe to all of them. You guys are all good, so I really appreciate what you guys do. Well,
thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, and I'll get this up today, and you got my number if you need anything, get any updates, and stay tuned, and Butter and TK should reach out to you shortly.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you, Brad.
Take care, brother.
All right.
Bye.
Yep, bye-bye.
All right, everybody, we'll wrap up this video. You know, this is a tough situation. just imagine yourself going through this. We're going to get this video up. We're going to get Butter, TK. We're going to mobilize we call ourselves the Dealer Avengers. So, and try to help this man get his car back on the road, because if there's anything our little channels could do to help a fellow brother, Mopar brother, member of the Brotherhood, then we will do it. And if we can get a great outcome, it's even better. It makes all of this worth it. So with that, everybody, please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.